Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome to iGyaan. Today we are checking out some new flagship speakers from Sony, the ULT Field 1, the ULT Field 7, and we also have the ULT Tower 10, which we'll be covering in a separate video. The two field speakers are a portable range and they are rechargeable and do have large batteries in there. And ULT in itself is their premium consumer flagship series of products. And so we are checking out all their latest launches. And so let's get started with the Field 1. In size, it is fairly compact and it also weighs in at only 650 grams. You've got a really nice material mesh on the front, and this speaker will be available in 4 different colors. We're checking out the orange one, but there's also a white, which also has a grayish look, but then there's also a green and a standard black. Now these are Bluetooth speakers and they do connect over Bluetooth, and they do have Bluetooth 5.3, and they do support SBC and AAC codecs along with a whole host of profiles. Now the Field 1 is a more compact size speaker, so it does have tweeters which are 16 millimeters, but the speaker itself is a rectangular speaker which is 83 by 42 millimeters. Now the rectangular spec is what makes these ULT series of speakers really special, and because of the rectangular size, not only do you get more surface area on the speaker, but you also get more prominent bass. And to enable that, you do have a dedicated ULT button on the top of the speaker next to the control panel, and this allows you to turn on 2 different styles of bass, punchy bass or deep bass, and you can choose between both those profiles by just clicking on the single button. The speaker also connects to Sony's Music Center app, which allows you to control a lot of features on the speaker itself, allows you to update the firmware and also tune the profiles according to your needs. The speaker itself charges over USB-C and has a 12-hour battery life rating, which you can get if you're not listening to music at the maximum volume, and it has a power consumption of about 7.5 watts. What also makes these speakers interesting is that the fact that they are primarily outdoor and rugged speakers, and they do have an IP67 rating. The use of materials is really nice. You have rubberized edges, which also work as stands if you want to put up your speaker vertically, and by putting up your speaker, you still continue to get these vents that allow for proper ventage from the speaker, and hence also improves your bass a little bit. By default, the speaker has a really nice profile and the bass is not overwhelming, but by simply pressing the ULT button once, you can get deeper bass, and then by pressing it the second time, you can get punchy bass. And like I said, you can customize the audio profile as per your needs, which makes this speaker a lot more versatile. Now here is a sample of what the music sounds like on the new ULT Field 1. The design and the shape of the speaker makes it easy to grip onto the speaker, and then you also have these cords which also work as a handle and can also be used to hang the speaker anywhere you'd like, including your backpack. Now let's move on to the bigger speaker, or the bigger brother, which is the ULT Field 7. Now this too is a wireless portable speaker, and this has a battery life of about 30 hours. You do have an IP67 rating on this as well, so you can take it with you anywhere you go, and thanks to the materials like I mentioned, these two have rubberized ends along with a really nice fine mesh that not only looks great but will also last a really long time. The great thing about this is that the sides, which do have the air vents for the woofers, also act as handles, making it easy to carry this speaker anywhere you want. You can also set this up vertically, and hence those handles also allow you to vent the air out and not block the speaker, also improving the bass. There are certain differences, however. This speaker connects over Bluetooth 5.2 and it supports AAC and LDAC, and the compatible profiles are AV RCP and SPP. Now this has large tweeters which are 46 millimeters in terms of their size, and they're forward firing, and then you do have 2 speaker units on either side which also act as woofers, and again they are 114 by 114 millimeters in terms of their size. And like the smaller Field 1, you do have an ULT button on this as well, which allows you to change the sound profile or the bass profile from a flat bass to a deep bass to a punchy bass, and this can be done on the fly without needing any kind of app or whatever. But then you can also connect to the Sony Music Center app and control all the features of the speaker, and you can also use this to set up your own sound profiles and also drastically change the quality of the music depending on what kind of music you're listening to. Now it goes without saying that the sound samples that we are showing you are not indicative of how loud these speakers are. So here is a test of the ULT Field 7, and we are comparing it to a Marshall Woburn 3, which is not a portable speaker, but it's basically the same footprint. So pretty impressive sound from this speaker, and the fact that it is portable and has a massive 30-hour battery life makes this the ultimate party speaker for not only in-house but outdoor parties as well. But of course, if you're looking for the ultimate party speaker, then the ULT Tower 10 would definitely become the ultimate party speaker, and this thing is an absolute beast, let me tell you, and we'll cover that in a future video for you guys. The Field 7 also belongs to a separate category of speaker which can be connected to the Fiestable app from Sony, which allows you to connect other Sony speakers and then also have up to 100 speakers connected together, and you can just have the same audio playing on that. Kind of like Apple's AirPlay, but this works with Sony speakers. Another difference in the Field 7 speaker is that it doesn't charge over USB-C, but in fact requires a figure 8 AC cable, a power cord that does come included inside the box. So you can charge up, but this also does have an instrument plugin. So if you are somebody who's playing acoustic music, if you have a guitar that is powered, you can have that connected into this speaker. And both these speakers, the Field 1 and the Field 7, support quick charge. So not only will they charge up quickly, but then they also have like really massive battery lives. Now, as far as pricing is concerned, both these speakers seem to be on the pricey side for now. The ULT Field 1 is priced at around 11,000 rupees after discount, available right now, and we'll have it linked in the description below. And this too can be paired with a second speaker. And if you're looking at the Field 7, this is at 40,000 rupees right now approximately, but you do have some deals and offers. At that price, you're of course comparing it with the likes of speakers like the Woburn and some really higher end speakers, but it does deliver as far as the sound performance goes. So we'll leave you with some more samples from these speakers. And if you enjoyed the video, smash like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.